This is Derek. I'm in Taiwan, FAE for the GPU engagement. And this is our demo for the cloud CPU, Google Asian CPU that's based on the Neoverse technology. So in this demo, we want to demonstrate that in using ARM-based CPU can have more power efficient, more powerful, and also with our Clarity AI library, just as Blake introduced, this can also accelerate all the AI use case. And
so the action, Google action,
is based on our Neoverse N2 CPU.
It's a very cool data center ARM CPU.
I think we are competing with the existing data center CPU, but our ARM-based architecture, we can provide much better energy efficiency. And I think energy is a key factor in the AI age because energy consumption will be much huge.
So before. We see Neoverse, very big deal. And here it says 72 core Google Action maybe. And this instance is very optimized for AI.
I think our CPU is a general purpose CPU. However, as we mentioned, we also have the AI acceleration part inside the CPU. So the Clarity AI is a library that can help user or the developer. They don't need to know what hardware acceleration is. Just use the library and the acceleration, the optimization will be already there.
It's so cool when there's cloud instance, one click, deploy something really advanced, and you can just customize a little bit and use it. It's like this.
I think for this one, we just like what you mentioned, we have the IAG demo. IAG demo means that it's not everything is pre-trained. It is something that this language model, they need to look up something. So we in this demo, we have the database here, learn.arm.com.
This is a database of what?
For this demo. So if you ask him some question, he will try not only the knowledge equip, but also look up this page
like data
to find the data
for this website.
So we have the pre-built data question here. So if you ask, how do I test the Java performance on the Google Asian instances? So if you ask this question, then it will start to look up the learn.arm.com, and then he will start doing some answer of your question. So you can see when he look up the database, he finds some answer, and he can also do some summary. So this is the performance number here. You can see average. Totally, it costs 9 seconds to generate 400 more tokens. That means per second, you can generate more than near 100 tokens. This is much faster than the human can learn, can see, or can read. So I think the performance with the Clarity AI library acceleration, even this is a cloud service, the performance is very good.
Because there's an opportunity when ARM is used in a data center to optimize AI, all these different in the SoC to make it really good for AI. Maybe in a different way than like NVIDIA's platform, or maybe like different AI acceleration, right?
I think the technology is evolving. So we are, of course, in the future, we will improve not only the Clarity AI library, but also some AI-related technology. And just as Blake mentioned, in this year, we have announced that in our latest generation CPU, we will equip the SME, CME function inside. This is announced in this year's our executive session. So in the future, we will have more and more technology related to AI and co-work with our CPU to accelerate the AI application.
How is it possible that Clarity AI is in 8 billion installs so quickly? They were talking about that is installed in so many devices out there. So does that mean that a whole bunch of devices have this Kaleido AI kind of like as an update?
Oh, you mean
part
the
of the Linux update?
Kaleido AI? Kaleido AI actually is integrated in many AI framework developed environment already. So if you use that development tool of the AI application, then it is already integrated there. So if you upgrade the tool, I think the upgrade Kaleido AI library will be also updated in the device in the tool. Yeah.
Can you say something about how much ARM Neoverse? How much is there ARM Neoverse in the industry already? Is it like many new data center ARM chips just use the architecture?
What I can disclose is that we are foreseeing that in this year, we are seeing that about 50% of the hyperscaler new shipping data center will be ARM-based.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just as if you have joined the Chris Bergey's first day keynote, I think he mentioned about this. This is a very challenging target, but I think we are working very hard for this goal.
And some are using NVIDIA GPUs, some are using AMD GPUs, maybe some are using the GPU from ARM on the SoC, or maybe they use NPU more to do the AI. That's a different way to do.
Yeah, I think for now, there are many solutions, but you may know that, of course, NVIDIA GPU solution is the most people they want to use. However, I think in the future, because there are different kind of application, different kind of segments, so I think the solution will be more. Of course, we not only have the CPU technology, we also have the GPU technology. So I think in the future, it will.
So here's G925 GPU, Immortalis.
Yeah, this is the same MediaTek smartphone SoC. That's Dimensity, the same Vivo X200. Yeah, MediaTek. I am in Taiwan. I'm in charge of the MediaTek engagement. So and also the smartphone.
How good is this GPU?
Okay, the GPU. I think if you check the many key opinion leader compare with the competitor Qualcomm's A Elite Gen 1, I think MediaTek's performance outperformed than the competitor. And that equipped with our Immortalis GPU inside. And this demo, this is their previous generation 9300 GPU. And this is because MediaTek just got the Samsung. This is a Samsung flagship tablet adoption with their flagship in the
9300.
9300.
So 9400 is even cooler.
Yeah,
even better.
Yeah,
everything.
the latest generation, and I believe you will soon see the maybe in a couple of months you will see the newer product in the market.
So gaming is great and it's a huge market that people love to game.
Yeah.
I wonder how much is a GPU going to be part of AI acceleration for ARM in the future compared to NPU?
Yeah, I think currently our GPU supports OpenCL API, and I believe in the future we will have some work to integrate the Kaleido AI into the use of the GPU. Yeah, but currently our focus is still on the CPU because for the developer, actually when they are building a third-party app, CPU is the most general and most easy to write the code, to compile, to debug. So CPU will be currently our main focus with the Kaleido AI to do the acceleration because it is more easily for developer to use. For GPU, currently we are still focusing on the gaming experience.
But isn't it better to use the NPU for AI, or they use the CPU for AI?
NPU, if you adopt the NPU with the correct driver, with the correct coding, I think the energy efficiency is good. However, as I mentioned, for developer, when they want to write an app, they need to consider that if I write the app, I need to have A company's NPU version, B company's NPU version, C company's NPU version. He needs to maintain a lot of versions. So for him, the most easy way is using CPU to do the acceleration, because write one application and all the CPU, ARM-based CPU, can enjoy it.
It'd be nice if there was like a little bit like Flutter, but or something like a platform. Maybe it's what you're talking about, where to make it easier for the developer, they do one time, and you take care of all the different NPU, all the different GPU. You just you know where to put the acceleration to make it better performance.
Yeah,
and it should be automatic. Is it possible or no?
I believe this is ideal, but actually it's not that easy, because different company, they have different hardware design, they have different best practice, they have different like register or the best performance settings. So it is not easy to have a tool that combine all company in the industry. And if you want this happen, there will be a question, who can maintain this? So I just say, of course, this is an idea, but it's not. I think for most practical way is still that using CPU and enhance the CPU capability, enhance the CPU energy efficiency to do the more general purpose or third-party AI.
Because NVIDIA, they do the CUDA, and I wonder, is there something similar for ARM on the GPU for the AI stuff? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. This may be a future target after we have a better optimization of our CPU part. But currently, the focus is still on the CPU. Yeah.
All right.
And as you mentioned, NVIDIA, they have CUDA. But the CUDA, the hardware support CUDA is still NVIDIA, the one company's GPU. It is not multi-company. So if it is related to multi-company, I think the software optimization or the integration will not be that efficient. Yeah, that's a real.
The advantage of the CUDA is for the developer. If they do CUDA, it works on every NVIDIA GPU, even older one, newer one.
I think Collective AI is the same concept. We have, just as Blake mentioned, we have the V7, V8, V9, and different CPU have the SV2, we have the Neon, we have the, maybe in the future, we will have the SME. So how to prevent the developer, they need to consider different hardware. Collective AI is the solution.
Because when they design an SoC, they also choose how much is for the CPU, how much is for the GPU, how much is for the NPU.
Yeah.
So they decide based on the market what they want.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit like a hard decision, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know if the GPU need more in the future for AI or the NPU need more or the right? They have to make a choice.
Yeah. I think every company, when they want to make the decision or do the spec of the SoC, they need to have different consideration, including how much need for the market and what is the cost. Of course, you can always build a very powerful SoC. However, the cost is huge and the smartphone is too expensive. No one will buy it. So everyone need to be trade-off, I think.
And there's one more question that I have a little bit. It seems complicated to figure out how the consumer can understand what runs locally on the device and what runs on the cloud and how it's talked together. Like maybe when you use, for example, an app like this, it's so cool, but the user maybe will not know that it's local because they will think it's ChatGPT server, but actually it's local. But how is a UI to, to understand that, oh, I need to go on a Neoverse, I need to go in the cloud to get more AI, but I can do some here, some there, They share responsibility what to do what. Do you see what I mean or no?
I think I know what you mean, but currently we don't have that kind of auto switch solution. We still need to say, because in the beginning, the generative AI starts from the cloud. And when we use the generative AI in the cloud, we think it's convenient. However, we have a concern about the privacy. We have the concern about the network connection, or we don't want the data collected by the cloud company. So now there is another trend to build the private AI, to build the private model in the local. So I think, yeah, we of course we need to educate the user, but our talking point will be for private, for more if you want to have a very specific, you don't need a cloud, such a big database. You can leverage the local application. For that, even you don't have the internet connection, just like this, it can offline generate the audio with your.
What I think maybe would be nice is you use this, but if you want, there's like a red button here or something, and you say boost, and that means it sends to the cloud, and you get a higher performance answer.
Yeah, so maybe I think that depends on the software developer. If they can have
a standard,
if they have the server in the cloud, and maybe the free version you can only use the local one, and if you pay, you can also enjoy the cloud service. Maybe, this is a AI age, so a lot of different business model is being created. So maybe you are right. This may also be a good idea.
Cool. Yeah. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hope this helped.
Thank you.
Yeah.